What's up, y'all? This is day one after we finally got moved completely in. No more moving. Now it's time to start unpacking. I've already started some unpacking, and so has he. But now we can really get on it and try to get everything cleaned and unpacked and organized and decorated and all the good stuff. Because we're finally down here. We're finally done. It took us an entire month to finish moving, and that is just nuts. But we didn't get a U-Haul. We just used our personal vehicles and the trailer that he has to pull behind his truck. And Candace and Kendrick helped us do about 4 loads, I think, and helped Tony move the really big stuff like the beds and the couch and all that. So they was a big help on that. And I know if Katie and Eric was here, they would have helped us move too, but they live far away. But it just took so long. It was the longest, hardest move we've ever made. So I'm going to give y'all a look around at the real life situation we've got going on here. We've actually been staying here for over 2 weeks now, but basically living out of boxes and stuff because we was just trying to get everything from the house to here. And so during that time, though, the trees have bloomed, the flowers have bloomed. This is one of those things where this is exactly what I needed and I didn't even know it. All these pretty trees, flowers. There's lots of different birds out here. There is lots of butterflies I see every day. I've seen some dragonflies. We also have bees, but the bees haven't bothered me. And I have seen some deer. The other day there were like 6 deer over there. Most of them were next door and they went across the street into the woods, but one of them came walking down the driveway, down our driveway, and he stopped at the end and looked at me for like 20 seconds and then he went on into the woods. I've seen a bunny rabbit out here. We've just got lots of wildlife. Tony has seen a bald eagle. So lots of wildlife, lots of trees, lots of flowers, lots of all the good stuff, all the peaceful stuff, all the joyful stuff, and I'm ready for that. So let me flip you around and give you a little look. All right, so the last time y'all saw this area, it wasn't quite as green as it is now. All these trees bloomed within like a week's time. And they're so pretty. I love seeing how green they are. But at the same time, I can't wait to see what they're going to look like in the fall with all the different colors in them. I don't see any pine trees around here, which is the majority of what we had over at the house. So all of these leaves should turn in the fall, I'm thinking. We do need to mow our yard. There hasn't been time for that with all the moving, but we'll probably get that done this weekend. I do have a little bit of my yard stuff set up. Not everything on my porch or anything yet, but we are going to fence in this part in the front very soon, and that's going to be for the dogs. The front side's going to be for the dogs because my driveway goes up to the back side of the trailer, and there's also a decent porch back there, and that's where people would come in at if they came over. So we're going to use the front yard for the dogs, and we're going to fence it in. Right now we're taking the dogs out on the leash one at a time, about 4 to 6 times a day. So that's getting us more exercise, but it's also taking a lot of extra time out of our day. But it's okay. These trees are so pretty. I wish some of the birds and butterflies would be out here now for me to show you. It is quite a bit warmer today, I think. And I did actually let myself sleep about an hour, hour and a half later today. So maybe the bees and birds and butterflies are more out here first thing in the morning. And we'll catch them. I'll catch them for you one day so you can see some of them. But all right, so on the porch, I've got my little gnome and I've got my chairs and pillows out here and a doormat. I might have already showed y'all this. I can't remember. Got my little welcome dogs here. I'm going to have to get a wreath. I've got a wreath. Put a wreath on my door. The thing is, since you can see the front door from the road and the back door is what people use, I think I'm going to have to double up on the decorations for my porch. Not that I have to, but I want to. So, like, I'm going to need 2 wreaths. And if I wanted a porch leaner, a door leaner, whatever, I'm going to need 2 of those. I'm going to need 2 doormats. And then just some different decorations for each porch. But that's just something that I want to do. We're going to clean up everything inside and out It's going to be nice. And then when you walk into the front door, you see Mila. And you see Bratty Harley. And Gypsy and Maggie's over there on the couch. Gypsy's been watching Jumanji. Let me mute this for a minute. All right, this is our living room. You know, it's not unpacked at all. Most of that stuff is kitchen and dining room stuff because I moved it in here so that I would have more room to clean in the kitchen so that I can unpack. I did wash or wipe off everything on my wine rack and get it kind of set up. And that bar area was cleaned off. But just with the unpacking, everything's going to be kind of back and forth before I can get everything completely done. These curtains were already here. They're not bad. I'm going to use them for a while until I find some more curtains that I want. The first thing we're going to do here is going to be to build the fence for the dogs. And the next thing I want to do is get some good shades and some curtains. Because I was so frustrated with myself in the last house. We lived there 19 years and never got curtains. I only ever got curtains for the kids' rooms. And what sucks about that is when I'm looking back in old pictures, we always had curtains in our other houses. So what the heck? But it's over with now. We got Birdie over here. And that's his little corner. Gypsy's a big TV watcher, so she's just been watching movies. My kitchen's a little kind of trashed, kind of not. It's mostly boxes. And I've already cleaned this side. You know, y'all probably saw some of that little video, and this is not exactly how I'm gonna leave anything. It's gonna be a lot of unpacking, putting stuff up, unpacking more, reorganizing until I get everything exactly like I want it. But I have been trying to keep the sink area as clean as I can every day and night as far as dishes, because these sinks are so tiny and I don't understand that. The plate takes up the whole sink. And what's crazy is there's room here for bigger sinks. There's room underneath for way bigger sinks. So eventually, maybe we'll put some big sinks in, because at this point, I'm going to have to wash my Christmas turkey pan in the bathtub. That's one of the few things that, you know, was something that I wasn't crazy about, was the sinks. But most things about this place I love. I love all these cabinets. I love that there's plugs on more walls than one in the kitchen. And my little dining room table will sit in front of this bay window. I think at Christmas time, my Christmas tree is going to be here. At least my big one anyway. And it's just time now to get started. I gotta finish wiping down the outsides of the cabinets. I gotta do the insides. And I think that's the last thing in here. And as soon as I do that, I can start unpacking the rest of these kitchen boxes. Now, I'm going to take y'all through the rest of the house because this is supposed to be real. Sorry, this is supposed to be real life. So, of course, boxes everywhere. Conveniently, by the way, these heating pads reminded me. Both of my heating pads and my heating blanket broke. So, I don't have one right now, which if you know, you know. I sleep with a heating pad or a heated blanket. I have my entire life. So I'm not real comfortable right now without that. But it's okay. And also, our microwave's been trying to go out for months. And about a week after we moved in here, maybe a week and a half, it basically went out. It's like spitting fire on the inside and smelling funny. So Tony brought the microwave from his work for now until we can get another one. Again, we've got all the movie shelves in the hallway. We've got a few more movies to put on here, but Tony set all these up. He likes putting them in alphabetical order somewhat. Like, not necessarily all alphabetical order, but at least put the A's with the A's and the B's with the B's and all that. So no pictures yet. He's already talked about what he's putting in here. This is going to be my bedroom. And yes, it is pretty bad right now, but not as bad as it was at the other house. Because the other house, there was just junk thrown everywhere. It was just a mess. But I got in here last week and took every bit of these boxes and everything into the living room because they was all just sitting in here all crazy. And I needed to make room for my ferret. And we did break her cage down in half because she's so old now. She don't need the bigger cage. We was actually afraid she wouldn't make the move. She's very old. She's past her lifespan. She's lost all of her hair. She don't get around good. I don't think she sees very well. So we're going to probably have to deal with that here soon. But Tony had put my bed down, like, on the floor like it should be. And then we just had boxes and blankets and clothes and everything thrown all over the bed, and then just boxes everywhere. So I made it to where they was all, like, stacked, neat, and decent. And I propped the bed against the window along with the little frame thing that goes with it. And that way it serves two purposes. It made more room in here for the boxes neatly until I can go through them. And it also blocks most of the window because I don't have a shade or a curtain for this window right now. But when I get everything unpacked and get the bed down, if I don't have shades and curtains yet, I will put a real pretty blanket over that window just till I can get that. Some of this stuff will be storage. A lot of it's probably going to be eliminated. All my pictures that are in frames, except for a few, are going to go in photo albums because if you know, you know. I've got so many pictures, and I have already went through a bunch of them a couple of years ago and put them in frames, but I'm going to have to do it again. And there's holiday stuff in here that, you know, some of it's going to go out in the shed and all that. So there's a lot of work to do in this room. This is the bratty doggy. She's named Harley after Harley Quinn, and she's completely psycho, so the name matches. All right, since this is the back door where people will come in at, I'm making this little area kind of my front entry area. So my animal pictures will be up here like I had at the other house. It'll be a little different because there's not quite as much room here, but that's fine. I'm thrilled to have a little area here that I can use for my cube shelf and to put some pictures and all that kind of thing. Tony hung this sign up here. I think he said he might have got it at my brother's house. It didn't sell, so he kept it. This is going to be his room that he that he puts all of his collectibles and stuff in, and he definitely will get it organized. He's already got some stuff set up in here that he did before he brought everything and filled up the room. But definitely he will get all of this stuff organized and fixed up like he wants it. This is a decent sized little hallway area here, and I'm not going to open it. I might have already showed it, but there's a little closet there. It's a decent sized closet on the inside. Right now I've just got boxes sitting in it, but I'm going to organize that, and it'll probably have towels and some of my candles and no telling what. This little shelf fits perfect here. We're going to clean it up and put something on it. This is just junk that we haven't been able to unpack yet. And behind me is the washer and dryer area. I don't have as much space here. It's not like a big laundry room like I had before, but I'm definitely glad to have this much space for my washer and dryer. And there's some little shelves. I've just got to figure out how I'm going to hang clothes while I'm folding them, or if I'm going to do that in a different room. This is Tony's room. I haven't touched the bed yet today. He did do a little bit of unpacking in here. There's a double closet. He's got stuff in here. And his gun cabinet and all that. Boxes everywhere. He did at least get the TV set up so that him and Gypsy can watch TV at night. And his little chest of drawers. He's nowhere near done in this room yet. We're just getting started. He went ahead and put some garbage bags on top of the windows because we don't have the curtains yet, and it's really bright in this place in the mornings. So that blocks some of the light. We do have an open bathroom to this bedroom, and it's full of junk right now, but it'll be really nice when we're done. This is another one of those closets. I'll go ahead and show you inside. So plenty of space for all kinds of whatever you need to put in there. This bathtub is a good size bathtub, and we definitely have plenty of hot water here, which we didn't have at the house. It's got an air conditioner, which is probably why the bathroom's open to the bedroom so that it blows straight through. A big mirror, his and her sink. Tons of stuff to unpack. He did go ahead and put his little refrigerator in here. And I told him I thought he should leave it, because even though it's a little weird to have a refrigerator in a bathroom, this is a huge bathroom. And that way he has his drinks and stuff back here. It's a long walk to the kitchen from this bedroom. That hallway's long. And if he was having low blood sugar or something, he can actually store him a couple of snacks and things he might need back here for that. All right, there's one last room inside that I forgot to show. This teeny bathroom. I'm using my bathtub right now for dirty clothes just till we get done unpacking. It is messy in here. I've got to clean it. I've mostly just been using this to get ready for work, get ready for the day, and stuff like that. And there's a basket in that bathtub. There's dirty blankets and sheets, and I've just been throwing clothes in there. That's that old shower curtain that was already here. I've got my own butterfly curtain that I'll put up. Oh, eventually I want to get a prettier mirror. This mirror is messed up. And I'm thinking about a round mirror or some type of framed mirror. Eventually, that'll be pretty. We're going to go out the back door for a second. My porch is covered in mess too, so just a warning. Stay. All right. This porch is a decent sized porch. He does have his tire chair over there. I could probably put another chair out here too. But he's just been bringing stuff, and until we get to organize. It's going to take us a couple of months to get everything completely organized. But this is our back porch. It's nice. It's got a nice set of stairs. Looks like brand new stairs that they built. He laid us a better driveway the other day and put a little turnaround in right there so we can back up and get out of the driveway. That's nice because there was a few holes in the driveway further down and they're not there anymore. He said if we needed more, he would bring it. He said he might bring it anyway, bring another load and put down more, but I think it's fine just like it is. We got this field out here. It's not ours. Our property ends right there where that little barbed wire fence is. And there have been deer out here the other night. It was late. I don't remember what time. I brought Harley out here to use the bathroom, and there was deer in the field. I could barely see them, but we do have a street light thing out here that we had put in, and it lights up this whole back area. So our portion of the backyard is lit up at night. It's just the field that's dark. I'm trying not to go off the porch because I don't have shoes on, but he's got to get all of his stuff organized. He's got his trailer and all kinds of stuff over there, barbecue grills. He'll get all that organized real soon. He's already got his boat and another trailer down there. That's where he's going to park most of his stuff. That's where the landlord said was a good spot to park it. And this shed is full. The left half of the shed, if you're facing the shed, is all of my home decor, Christmas stuff, all that type of stuff, holiday stuff. And the left half, and a good portion of it, is his, because he's got a lot of tools and work stuff and all that type of thing. He said he was going to get in there and pull all of it out and organize it and put shelves in there to organize stuff on. We just threw it in trying to get here. That's all we did, but we're going to fix that. And eventually we're going to get a separate shed, maybe a smaller one. And that's going to be just for my stuff, and then he can have this whole shed to himself. But for now, we're just sharing because we was trying to get in. And I guess that's about it, y'all. I know it's kind of a long video again with just me talking, but I just kind of wanted to give you a look at what's what now that we're finally in. He finally finished moving yesterday. And now, hopefully, I can make y'all a few videos of me cleaning and unpacking and trying to get organized. Let me know if you'd like to see more of that, and let me know if you get tired of it, because there's going to be a lot of it. But I plan on throwing in a few shopping videos and other stuff along with it so you don't get bored. I'm just so happy and so excited. Never would have thought we would have moved like this, just unexpectedly. Never would have thought we would have moved into a trailer, but this trailer is actually in way better shape than our house was. And never would have thought we would have found somebody that would let us have our 4 dogs, because most places don't let you have dogs. And most places don't let you have the kind of dogs we've got, even if they let you have dogs. So that was the most exciting part for me, because I wasn't moving if we couldn't have our dogs. I would live in my car with my dogs before I got rid of my dogs. So that was the best part right there. And I hope y'all have a good day. I'm tired, but I got to go to work. So see y'all next time.